What's up, guys? Anybody here? I am not feeling the greatest, and I've taken a couple of COVID tests, and it doesn't seem that I have that. It is not uncommon for me to get sick when I fly. I try not to. And it hadn't been happening since we've all been masked up on the planes. But for whatever reason, this time, I don't know if it's allergies or what, but it's got me. So I'm not feeling the greatest. But which means you didn't get your what's up, Lois? You guys didn't get your video today, which is fine. We will do a haul, a really quick haul for what I purchased while at the show. I think the best thing that I got is this rayon box. For those of you who don't know, I purchased an embroidery machine, and I'm starting from scratch. I don't have any embroidery thread. Well, I didn't have any embroidery thread. And we're trying to get some. I'm trying to get it all together. So one of the fastest ways to do that is to buy boxes and sets. And when you're doing embroidery, you usually need like 3 tones of a color. And this box has it all. I purchased my box from a local quilt store out here. Hey, Vet. And the Madeira thread works really well in my machine, but it cost me more than double. So when I saw this for $100 in that Calico County store, I was like, oh, I need to grab it. I Googled it and I still couldn't find it any cheaper than this. So this is a win for sure. This is the thing that I'm most proud of. I got this entire box of 80 threads for $100. I mean, it's such a win because I'm telling you, I think I paid $250 for mine. I was so annoyed when I saw this for $100. But I'm finding out more and more about my embroidery machine. My embroidery machine does not like Floriani at all. At all, at all. Like, Floriani just goes to mush in my machine. But it does like Madeira. So I get the 5,000 spools. Oh, sorry, it's noisy. I get the 5,000 yard spools for a little less than $20, which look like this. And again, I'm building up my collection, so I bought gray, black, red, and every time I drive by, I try to go grab a spool of thread. Again, $20 for, what is this, 5,000 meters, so not too bad. I just want to open this so you guys can see how many colors actually come in this and why I think it's such a good deal. If you can find this for about $100, oh, it's got a little cracky crack, but that could be because, it's traveled, but whatever. It's got the holder there in the middle with all the colors, and these are the colors that come on this side. And these are the colors. And it comes with 82 embroidery designs on a CD. Don't know what I'm going to do with the CD, but... And then some neutral colors on this side, and then 2 of your embroidery bobbin threads. So I think it's a great one to just get started. Floriani needs size 90 needles. Really? Yeah, because that Floriani, I tell you, I didn't love what happened when I used it. I've got to try 90. So we didn't go into this place I call it like the barn. It looked like a barn. And it had maybe 10 vendors in it. And it was really cute, really quaint. It gave you a real kind of hometown feel. And I saw this quilt done with this panel. And I don't know, I just had to have it. It's got all these little ladies in there. And it was just cute. So I was like, I'll do something with that. They had a kit but I want to get funky and do my own thing, so I'll give it a shot. And so that's this. I did not buy a lot like I did in Florida. I still haven't unpacked Florida. So forgive me for not having a huge haul, but this will do. These are the matching fabrics that goes with it. The coordinating fabric. It's just got the little girls here. And I saw they fussy cut these little girls in little squares and used them as cornerstones, which was super cute too. So we'll do something with that. I bought another one of these, 20 bucks. I felt like you couldn't beat the price, and it's neons. It's a whole set of neon threads. Again, trying to build up my embroidery stash, like really trying to build it up quickly. I thought this was a really cool pattern. I have a tendency to buy zippers for absolutely no reason whatsoever. When was the last time you saw me make a bag? That's funny because I am using zippers in a current project, but usually I just buy zippers for funsies. And so this is a really cute, just something cute to do with zippers that's not, you know, a bag. Here we have a kit, which are alphabet blocks. They didn't have the panel by itself, so I had to take the whole kit, which has some Minky in it, which you, no thank you. No thank you, I don't think so. But they're just alphabet blocks that come together super cute. They're 4x4, and it just looked like a good time to put together some alphabet blocks. If you were watching the video, there's a part where I walk through and I show you the wall, which has the blocks tumbling out of a bag, and I think it's so cute. This is the mini binding tool by TQM Rulers. I have the one for the 2.5-inch strip, and now I want one for the 2-inch strip, just in case I ever want to be a big girl and actually enter a quilt or join a quilt properly, because you guys probably don't know this. You haven't seen me bind anything. But I bind stuff just by cutting it, overlapping it 1/4 inch, sewing it together, and moving on with my life. I don't join them on an angle, which disperses the bulk more, because I never quite get that right. And it annoys me, and it's not going to be a show quilt, right? So I'm like, whatever. But the other day I bound something, and I used this tool for the 2.5 inches, and it works. So I thought I'd get one for the 2 inches too. We love Susan Brown. She's like such a simple product, but people go crazy for these because binding a quilt is a pain in the patootie. I really like those types of patterns that you see them, like the triplicate, like they'll have the 3 things that are hanging. I love just wall hangings or just the little tabletop hangings. So I started purchasing patterns for that. This one here is 7x37. It's called by Farmhouse Threads, and his name is Slim. So we'll do this one for the holiday season. Christmas in July is coming up, so maybe we'll do that guy. I saw another panel that I just couldn't walk by. It's the most random panel, but it was absolutely gorgeous. It's so random, guys. It's this truck. And I just thought it was such a beautifully printed with these beautiful colors up against this vibrant blue. So I bought it. What am I going to do with it? No clue. I love these reds. I love how these colors are popping. No idea. But it was gorgeous. So hey, we're doing it. You know, I'm good for throwing a panel on the back of something. Although, I think this needs to be the focus. This is so pretty. And this is by Celebrate Life Gallery. David Textiles, licensed by David Textiles, in case you want to get one too. What else did I get? Don't know what that is. Oh, I got the stands for the quilt, the little mini quilts that sit on your table. Here's what they look like. This one's called Pinup. I collect enamel pins, and I have nowhere to display them other than one really small Mickey Mouse cork board that I was like, that's not very reflective of who I am right this second. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, I need to make it, and that way I can display my pins for all to see. So I'm going to do something cool with this pattern and then the hanger. I'm really excited about these. I see them all the time. People have classes and everything, and they're really cool. People do those sew-alongs with these and all the things. So they just stand up. Oh, I'm not doing it right. You get the point. They stand up like this. And they're just cute. And they're fun. So I decided I want to get in and do it too. Quick finishes too, guys. I'm not all quilted out. I don't think I'll ever be quilted out. But there are other things that we can do with our fabrics than quilt. So I think I should give us all the options of things. What else did I get? This one here measures 6 by 22, and it's the Wrapped in Love by Patchabilities. Patchabilities are a thing. I see people doing them all the time, and I think this is another fun size to play with. So I got the Wrapped in Love pattern. Looks like fun. Then, in order to hang them, I needed some hangers. So we've got the spool with the needle. And then we've got the quilt blocks with my favorite traditional block on there, the churn dash. And those will be able to hold my new thing. The next thing that I bought that I need to replace right this second are nail files. You know, I've been seeing more and more skincare companies and pillow massage companies and chair companies and all kinds of things that you might not associate with quilting, but you should associate with quilting. I keep a nail file right here in my pouch, but this is the sorriest nail file ever. It was cute. It was very pretty, but it doesn't file a thing. It is just absolutely smooth. And I'm like, that's gross. And so I needed a better one. And I had purchased these in the past from the appropriate vendor. And now I have one that will actually file something. So I went ahead and just grabbed a set. It's got the super mini. I keep one of these in my purse. I keep one of these at my sewing station. And apparently this one can go in the bathtub to give you a little something for those heels and whatnot. Random, but this is probably my most favorite thing that I purchased outside of that thread. I needed it badly. And then lastly, we talked about this guy. Becky, you still didn't get one? Why does YouTube not love me? And then here, I bought this from the Belle lady, the Belle collection. I am so excited about this. If you guys don't know, I collect Pandora bracelet beads, all Disney. Not so much the other stuff, because the other stuff in my world is pretty much just quilting. So when I saw these, and they're charms, and it's a bracelet, I saw them on a woman, and she was making the most lovely sound. She sounded like a cat coming, and I quite enjoy that sound. So we talked about it, and she was like, yeah, it's this lady. Every year, she does a new quilting one, and I think that's going to be my thing. So every time I see her, I'll just buy a new one. The small charms, which is what I have here, are about $55 a pop. And then you can get some pendant necklaces that go for, I think, about $85. But I love this. I love the little sound it makes. It just brings me joy. So now I have a cute little quilty bracelet. And that is my biggest purchase. I am going to purchase a machine. I talked to the gentleman about it. I did not pull the trigger. I am going to give my store a chance to counter. If they counter right, they've got it. If not, I'm going with the gentleman out in Alabama or somewhere. I don't know. It is not a machine that I feel like I need any support with. so I'm okay with buying it again, but I'll tell you guys more about that because I will need to make that purchase fairly soon. So I'm in the market for a machine. You guys are like, what? How? How can you be buying another machine? Because I'm the crazy lady who buys the things. I think so too, Becky, to add them every year. This lady had a ton of them, and it was just so special. You know, she was telling a very funny anecdote about being on a plane, and they thought the alarm was going off, but it was really just her getting on everybody's nerves because she was chiming. And I could see how that could probably get to be a little annoying to somebody. But for whatever reason, it just brings me joy. So we'll see. All right. What else? That's it. That's my whole haul. I didn't get the machine, so I can't show you the machine, which makes me sad. I still haven't put away everything from my last haul, guys. From Florida. There's so much stuff. And if I were smart, I would pull all that out right now. Oh, I have a huge box here. I should show you guys what's in this ginormous box. Oh. When I said giant box, you didn't think I was serious, did you? Oh, can you hear that? And now I've just hit the camera. Trying to open the box. Bear with me. All right, here we go. This huge box has, can you guys tell by, oh yeah, you can probably tell right there. Oh great, a ton of popcorn. I saw that going differently. There is not enough room for me to even open this box. Oh, sweet. We've got quilt-ish. Life is short, use the good fabric. If that's not the truth, I don't know what is. And then we've got some little stickers and a postcard there. Oh my goodness. I don't want these everywhere. They're going to be everywhere, aren't they? Saw this going differently. Oh, I saw this going differently. They're all over my feet. I feel them all over my feet. Is the other one in here too? I ordered two. Oh, I don't think the other one is in here because I did not order them at the same time. I ordered one, decided I wanted the second one, and went back and ordered the second one. Again, not my finest moment. Yes, these things are now everywhere. All right, let's look at it. This is the Giant Clammy. This is by Latifah. It is a giant 24-inch ruler that cuts out the clamshell shape. She brought this out for a limited time, but I'm betting around QuiltCon you might be able to get them again. She came out with another one that's a little bit smaller, and I won a bunch of them from when I was at retreat. So clammy was not originally a shape that I was really into. I was like, you know, everybody kind of does the same clammy thing. But I got a chance to watch her work with the clammy and show a couple of different things and ideas. And it can do some neat things. And so, you know me, go big or go home. And I was like 24 inches. So she came out with it, then she went away and you couldn't get them. And there's this woman who came to one of our meetings and she had it, and I was so jealous. And I kept saying, Latifah, when can I get it? When can I get it? And then during QuiltCon, she was passing out um she was passing out those coupon codes for when this dropped, and so I was able to get one. You can't get it right this second, but I get the feeling more are coming because people missed out and they really do want this. Do you know how fast a quilt can come together with a 24-inch block? I swear, 4 of these and you've got a baby quilt. So I'm very curious to see what people do with this. She has some add-on cards. So if you have a pattern like the Glam Clam quilt, she has an add-on card that will allow you to do more with it. It'll show you more that you can do with it. And so that is my big, huge, it's so big. But I love that it exists. And of course, I'm sure people will piece all in here and then cut it out and come out with some of the most amazing shapes that we've ever seen. I am not a super huge curve girl, but when you're sewing a curve that's this big, it's pretty much like sewing straight. Throw some pins in it and you've got action. I'll definitely do a video using this guy. Now, when will that be? Who knows? Because I am smack dab in the middle of a really cool project that is taking forever. Why won't it just be done? I've got something really interesting coming, guys. Hopefully Friday. I don't know. And so that's pretty much the stuff that I've bought that's kind of interesting that you guys would probably find interesting. Everything else you guys have seen in other hauls. I know, so many lists, Becky. Like, it's ridiculous how many lists we have. It's just ridiculous. This ruler is so big. Now, where am I going to put this? Where is this huge ruler going to live? And again, there's another one that I want to say is 18 inches that I purchased, but I'm going to have to wait for that one to come back in stock. It's kind of like a pre-order. Becky, I'm buying another HD9. Another one of these, another one like the one that I have. At least that's the plan. Yeah, Becky. I'm in such a small, tight space. Like, I need to knock it off. I haven't even unpacked from the other one that we did. So I need to knock it off with buying the things. So much to do. And this project has really slowed me down. And I need to finish it before I show everybody. I only have one finished. And I just want to, no. It does have a hole for hanging right here. I have to rearrange my ruler wall, though, to hang it. I think that this is just going to go behind something. It's not something that I would use. This is not something that I would consider a necessity, unless it is a necessity to you. But it's just a fun ruler. We'll be able to do a couple things with it, but really, it's not one that I plan on pulling out all the time. There's no sense in me telling a story. It's just, it looks like a good time for when you want it. It just looks like a good time to play when you feel like playing. I'm looking around this room. There's so much other stuff here, but I guess none of it is anything that I haven't shown you guys already or that you would want to know about just yet. Any questions about Paducah? I loved it. I don't think you have to do 3 days there. 2 days feels right. Get in, do your thing, get out. I had a great time, a great trip. It was absolutely excellent. Yeah, it's a show worth going to, in my opinion. There's a lot that I liked about that show. Becky, the bubble was cool. It was very, very cool in that bubble. I spent a lot of time in that bubble, but actually the place that I really enjoyed, which was super random, was the place that had maybe 15 vendors, and it was in a barn, and I just didn't want to leave. The atmosphere in there, the people, the small town charm, the types of vendors that were in there were just great. I wanted to buy everything in there. The museum was amazing. The exhibits that they have there should be there. I didn't feel like anything in there was like, ugh, how did this get in there? I just didn't have those moments there. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. All right, guys. I guess I should get to sewing this project that I've been talking about for what, 4 weeks that still has not come to fruition. But when it does, hopefully you guys will love it. If there are no other questions, if you guys have questions about Paducah or anything, you could always email me. Oh, with the bats border? Yeah. Oh, Becky, yeah, she's going to show everything. She'll show all the winners, I should say, which is awesome. She's a great resource. All right, guys, if there are no other questions or comments, this is what I got. This is going to be your Monday video. Hopefully on Wednesday, we'll be back to Notions for Notions. That's supposed to be a really good video if I get to it. If not, it'll be mediocre, and then you'll get a great one next Wednesday. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.